And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Before we get into today's video, make sure you drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. So of course the Hoops were back in action again yesterday evening as we beat Hibernian 4-1 at Celtic Park in a very convincing overall performance and a brilliant victory for the boys. Obviously a lot of players stood out in that match. In particular, Oi, who we'll talk about in a second. But yes, very happy with the 3 points, of course, and the overall performance of that match. A lot of players are really good. That obviously makes the 8-point lead at the top of the table stay the same, with Rangers winning their game at Tynecastle to Hearts 1-0. They obviously have their own struggles up front, trying to convert their chances, but we seem to be flying in that front with a lot of options to really kind of think about when we are in our attacking areas with a lot of different choices, and that was emphasised even more yesterday as Oi had a brilliant performance, scoring 2 goals, now leaving Brendan Rodgers somewhat of a positive headache to have. Who does he choose for the upcoming match against Kilmarnock this weekend? Is he going to choose Kyogo or Oi? But besides from that, Matt O'Reilly, his teammate, has commended Oi for his perseverance and impact, particularly after the standout performance yesterday in the 4-1 victory over Hibernian. So O'Reilly did speak to the press after the match, and he spoke to Celtic TV, acknowledging the challenges that O has faced during his limited playing time under manager Brendan Rodgers during his time back at Celtic. O started as obviously the lone striker yesterday evening, and he seized the opportunity by scoring twice in that match, obviously showcasing his potential and effectiveness in the attacking role for Celtic. And he's now kind of got fans discussing Celtic's upcoming games, of course, as you mentioned, with some even looking ahead to the derby match against Rangers at the end of the month and asking the question if O should start over Kyogo. Now, I'm not too sure about that one personally, but we'll have to wait and see how he performs in the next few games as well. But I would say start him for the Kilmarnock match on the weekend, of course. This performance came obviously in the wake of Rodgers making several changes to the team following a mixed outing against St Johnstone, and this is what O'Reilly had to say with regards to Oi. It shows the squad depth, said O'Reilly. He has had to wait for his chance at times, and it's not easy when you're only getting 15 to 20 minutes to get a goal. I think he deserves it. He works really hard every day, so I'm very happy for him. This is the 22-year-old striker's stats so far this season. So he's played 13 games, started 2 of those games. He's scored 5 goals, and minutes he's played is 397. So that equals goals per 90 of 1.13, averaging a goal every 79 minutes in Scotland's top flight. So this is pretty impressive for Celtic's backup striker, really. And obviously it is going to give Brendan Rodgers a bit of a headache to decide who does he want to start in the upcoming matches for Celtic. Of course, this is a great problem to have. 2 brilliant strikers in our ranks that can score goals very effectively, especially during this period as well, during this festive period where it's very, very busy with fixtures and games. Of course, there's a lot of games to be played, and a lot of rotation will be happening around the Celtic squad as well due to this, of course, with us still being in the Champions League for one more game as well, that included in those fixtures. So I think O will get more chances as the weeks go on to showcase his talent and his ability. But we'll have to wait and see for the weekend if he just start again for Celtic or if Kyogo gets back into the team as a starter. But a very good problem to have for the boys. Looking like a brilliant player for us, maybe for the future as well. Obviously a lot younger than Kyogo. But we'll have to wait and see with regards to if he starts on the weekend. Kind of the complete opposite of what the Rangers have got going on at the moment as well. They seem to be struggling with scoring goals from their chances. So I'm sure they would kill to have someone like Oi in their team, and he would easily be their first choice striker as well. But of course, we've got him, and he's absolutely brilliant. But he's a brilliant little player, Oi, and I think he's just going to get better and better as the weeks go out. But let's talk about some transfer news, as we are obviously slowly approaching the transfer window for January. And there's been a lot of talk with regards to obviously our summer business, where a lot of fans were unhappy with who we signed and stuff like that. Rightfully so, it wasn't so many great additions, apart from Luis Palma, I always say when we talk about this type of stuff. But Celtic have been reportedly considering a significant move in the upcoming January transfer window for Aberdeen standout striker Bojan Miroski. So the North Macedonian forward, who has been a consistent performer, has caught the attention of Celtic management, with Brendan Rodgers closely monitoring his performances throughout the season. Aberdeen are now aware of this situation, and they are expected to set a record transfer fee for a deal within Scottish football clubs, surpassing the £4.4 million Celtic paid for Scott Brown in 2007. Of course, that's understandable. That was 16 years ago, so that transfer fee probably would be broken if we had to go get the 24-year-old He's scored 18 goals last season, and he's added 11 more this term. His abilities have not only attracted Celtic's attention, but also several English clubs as well, emphasising his growing reputation as a player, which is cool to see for him. So Mivioski's performance at the international level, including a notable appearance against England, further highlights his potential. Of course, had a good game against England for his side, North Macedonia. But yeah, Mivioski looks like a brilliant little player, 24 years old. Obviously, this would be a great addition for us in January as well, because you have to bear in mind the upcoming Asian Cup that happens in January, where Kyogo and stuff like that will be leaving the team to go play for their countries in the Asian Cup, which is obviously a bit of a hindrance on our squad. But if we can get Mivioski into the team, he's a proven goal scorer in this division, and I think he will be a great addition to the team if he can obviously join and we can sign him. Of course, Aberdeen have made it clear that they are in a strong negotiating position and will not easily part with one of their key players. Obviously, he's a star player for Aberdeen, so I'm sure they'll be quite firm on their stance with how much they want to sell him for. So it won't be an easy transfer to get over the line, of course. It might be a little bit more money than we want to spend for him, but I think as a good option up front for Celtic, he could be a good signing as well. Of course, we've been linked to a lot of players within the league as well, with Lennon Miller from Motherwell obviously being touted by Kenny Miller to maybe join Celtic in the future as well, or Rangers, whichever one he decides, but that's obviously another option as well in the future. But of course, Mivioski is a proven player in this division, and of course as well, us being Celtic, we might find ourselves facing more of an inflated price due to their dominant position in the league so far. So they are going to be a bit more hesitant at selling players to us, of course, to obviously strengthen our team. They don't want to see us getting stronger and stronger, making that gap even larger between the top team in Scotland and the rest below us. But 24 years old, a proven track record in the Scottish League. What do you guys make of a potential signing for Mivioski from Aberdeen? Of course, where does he fit when Kyogo and O are back in the team and stuff like that, and they aren't with the international teams? That's something to bear in mind as well. With Mivioski want to join Celtic, knowing that he is potentially the third choice striker. Of course, he'll get game time initially when he joins, if he does join in January. But where was his long-term future light at Celtic when obviously the key mans like Kyogo and O do return? So it's all speculation as of now. Mivioski isn't obviously set to sign for Celtic right now, but this is just speculation from very reliable sources in the Celtic space. So Mivioski could be a potential signing for the boys, around £4.4 million and above, of course, breaking that transfer fee record. Could be a good addition. But let us know what you make of this potential transfer in the comment section below. What did you make of the result yesterday evening? And do you think O should start this weekend over Kyogo? Let us know down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video, guys. Make sure you drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.